Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and today's video is just kind of a off the cuff, something I decided to do and who wants to join me type situation. So if you are anywhere in the Midwest over to the kind of the East Coast, I'm not really sure what the west part of the United States is happening right now, but we're getting ready to enter a very hot, like a heat wave, basically. They called it something on the news, some sort of a weather event. Anyway, it's gonna be very hot. With really a humid, it gets humid here, not as bad as Missouri, but it does get humid here. And heat indexes are going to be like over the 100s. It's going to be ridiculous for the next week. So I have decided, I'm filming this on Friday, you're watching it on Tuesday, but I have decided to do myself. I am right where I should be with all of like some big work projects that we've been doing. And my son is gone for the week. He is on his senior trip with my parents. And yeah, it's a good time to kind of, I mean, I have other work stuff I need to be doing this week, but it is a great time to at least every day this week, even if it's not a full day, but at least a chunk of time every day this week, be able to get some sewing in. So I'm calling this my Staycation sewing retreat that I'm having this week. So technically started on Friday. You're watching this on Tuesday. Technically this is starting on Friday. And if you're part of my membership, you are going along every day with me. I'm popping in every single day during the week as I tackle a whole bunch of really fun projects. I have a lot of fabric sitting here. I don't know how much of this I'm going to get through, but I'm just feeling, number one, very inspired to do some sewing. Again, I've gotten through some big work projects. I'm just really feeling the need to make some summer dresses and other summer outfits and that sort of thing. And what better time when I really don't want to be outside, just sit in my very cool basement and do a lot of sewing. So today we're going to go through my plans. And if you do want to join us over on the membership, I'm going to be running some polls and stuff over there to help me decide on a few of these things, what I'm going to do there at the membership. And I will show you guys here on the main channel what I finish. And I don't know if it'll necessarily be one video of here's everything I sewed during my little staycation sewing retreat, or if I'll parcel them out, you know, over a few different videos, depending on kind of what we've got going with content. So let's get started because I have, again, a large pile of fabric here. So the first things I'm going to tackle, you guys already know about. This is from my capsule, the 4 fabrics that I pulled from my capsule wardrobe. I've got my poppy colored linen blend from the sewing studio that I'm going to be making my Rory jumpsuit out of, the True Bias Rory jumpsuit. Again, I've already talked about this last Tuesday, so I won't go into too much detail, but I'm going to cut all of these out and hopefully get them sewn this next week. I've got this red Ponte that's going to be the True Bias Bren tank, like the cardigan, but just I'm going to wear it as a tank. I have got this navy and white linen gingham that is going to be, it's going to be 2 patterns that I can't talk about yet. So anyway, if I have enough. I'm very excited about this. You probably won't see all of this until mid-July-ish, but very excited about this one. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already to the channel so you don't miss anything. And then this navy and white striped cotton spandex knit from Minerva is going to be a sleeveless cocoa, Tilly and the Buttons cocoa dress, knit dress. And maybe I'll do a little tutorial on how I'm making that sleeveless when I do sew this one up. Okay. So those, we've already gone through those. Those were all from last Tuesday's video. So my plan is to get those cut out and start working through those. Okay, just got like a big pile. Like, where does all this go? Also, I have got, between the pattern companies, quite a few of the pattern companies I'm talking about, and the fabric stores that I'm talking about, we've got new codes, discount codes, and stuff over on the resource page of my website. So tomcatstitchery.com/resources. Go over there. I mean, like for instance, my Love Notions code that changes every quarter. The current one is always over there that gets you a discount, the 10% discount. I've got a Cashmerette code that's over there, both for regular patterns and for their club. I've got Sewing Studio. There's a coupon code, University Sewing. There's quite a few different codes that are over there, and then some are just some links and stuff. Anyway, always worth checking out that part of the website just to see what's new. Okay, the next thing that I want to sew is a couple of swimsuits. Now, I've been doing my water walking at least once a week, and it's basically my community has a water park, and there's a lazy river in it. And in the mornings before the park actually opens, they do water aerobics classes like over in the regular pool, but then they do water walking in the lazy river, and we walk it backwards, so against the current, and do like some, I don't know, lower body exercises and stuff as we're going, my workout partner and I. It's just a lot of fun. And something a little bit different than our regular lifting. I mean, we're still lifting in the gym and doing all that kind of stuff, the heavy lifting, but just something a little bit different to throw in there during the summer months. And I was joking that I've not reworn a swimsuit yet. I have so many, which, okay. But you know, they're just so fun to make. So anyway, I did get the green style Kokomo swimsuit, the new Kokomo swimsuit, and it comes as a 1-piece, a 2-piece, or a tankini. And I would like to make the 1-piece, and I would like to make the 2-piece because I'm feeling a little brave. I'm going to do the high bottoms. I'll do the high bottoms definitely on the 2-piece. So thinking there's going to be like maybe a 2-inch space of my stomach showing, but I want to make a rash guard. So for the 1-piece, I have pulled this beautiful floral knit from my stash. And I cannot remember where I got this. Anyway, it's just really floral and lovely. But the Kokomo has like some contrasting spots that you can put a solid or another print into. And I've grabbed, all of this came from my stash. So here's the fabric. And I'm going to let my membership vote on which one they think I should do when I get to that point. But I've got green that could go with that. And I've also got orange, because there's a little bit of orange that picks up in there. So I'm going to let my membership pick which one we use for the contrast on that. But that's going to be the 1-piece. And then for the 2-piece, I think I got this one from StyleMaker Fabrics a couple of years ago now. But I just think this is beautiful. And you guys have seen this before, but I'm going to make the 2-piece out of this. And I'm thinking, because there's a little bit of like periwinkle purpley color that's in there. And I've got this dot that I think could be fun if I want to print mix a 2-piece. Or I've got this solid like purple color that I think would look really lovely. And I've got a lot of this. I think I got this from Fabric Mart quite a while ago. This StyleMaker, and this I'm pretty sure came from Fabric Fairy a really long time ago, like maybe 10 years ago. So anyway, what I'm thinking is the 2-piece out of this with maybe like the bands and stuff out of one of the solids. But I want to do a rash guard from, let's see, the cashmerette pattern for their club pattern for June is like a little athletic little jacket. It could be a rash guard. It could be, you know, just an athletic little jacket, whatever. I want to make it as a rash guard because we've got a couple of friends that have boats, and I need to be protected if I'm going to be out on a boat or laying in a river or a lake or whatever. So anyway, that is the plan for this one. Okay. Next, I've got a really dry eye. That's the other thing. This weather is causing my allergies to do all sorts of really fun and exciting things. Okay, a while back, maybe a couple of weeks ago, StyleMaker was having a end of bolt sale. So anything that was in their remnant section or end of bolt type stuff was like an additional 25% off. And I bought 2 things, and this was one of them. Look at this. Isn't it stunning? This is a viscose spandex or rayon spandex, viscose spandex probably. It doesn't matter. They're the same. Rayon, viscose, same thing. Spandex knit, and isn't it beautiful? I think I got 3 yards of it. I'm pretty sure. But I want to make a summer dress out of this, and I'm thinking I want to use the cashmerette Grafton. I'm not sure, because there's so many options to make the cashmerette Grafton, what I want to pair with what. I'm kind of thinking that I might use the Irving top. So that was the cashmerette pattern, the club pattern in May, I think. I did a sew along for it. So it's kind of the tank version with the fun little ties that come there on the shoulders. I'm kind of thinking I may do that, but do a different skirt on it, like one of the Grafton's other skirts for this one. I just think it's beautiful. And I'm just really feeling the sundresses. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Probably will have my the membership vote on what, you know, give them a couple options for the skirt on that. I had to place an order with Surge Fabrics for something else, just work stuff. And this fabric had been talking to me for a while. Look at this. So she has quite a few colors of this. You absolutely need to go have a look if this is of interest to you. But it's a double border print with this gorgeous eyelet, but it's got the beautiful hem, and it's a double border, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure on both ends. Yes. It's a double border print. So I've got this beautiful trim on each end. And I want to make a dress out of this. I've gone back and forth. I kind of thought, do I want to do something? I'm very much feeling cashmere patterns at the moment, I guess. But an Upton, a cashmere Upton, and just leaving the skirt. Obviously, there'll need to be a lining behind here, but leaving this as the hem of the skirt as is. Or do I want to do something a little bit looser instead of like a fit and flare? I was kind of thinking, I really want to make the Deer and Doe Lilas dress, which is their newest pattern that just released. I think it is so beautiful. I really, really, really want to make that. And it's got cup sizes and stuff. I'm very intrigued on that. So I don't know that this is the best use of that fabric though for that dress, because it would just be this cool bit at this cool bit at the hem. And does that feel like I'm really getting the most out of my double border, or should I do something different? Let me know. Let me know what you think down below. Anyway, she's got this in quite a few different colors, and I just think it's stunning. So that is that fabric. So I'll probably cut that out last, because I'm not exactly sure what that's going to be. But if I don't do the Deer and Doe Lilas with that, which I'm kind of thinking I'm not going to, I'm kind of talking myself out of it, I have got those two Ellie Whitaker fabrics that I bought, gosh, a couple summers ago now from Blackbird. In this cotton sateen, and I want to make both of them up, but I need to get one of them made up. So this is one of them, and I just think it's beautiful. She is an Australian pattern or fabric designer, and I absolutely love her colors and everything that she does. She's hard to get here in the U.S., but a couple of people have been, like Blackbird got some of her stuff. I feel like there was someone in the U.S. too that had some of her stuff there for a little bit. I can't remember now who it was. Anyway, this could be a Deer and Doe Lilas. And I'm going to do the, not the sleeved view. I want to do the, like this, not spaghetti strap, but just like the strappy one. And I think maybe the longer length, the midi length. I just think it's beautiful. So, that fabric has been hanging on for a while. I keep meaning to make something out of it, and I really want to try that pattern. And then finally, I have got, this is also the second one that I grabbed from Style Maker when they had that End of Bolt sale. Is this not the coolest fabric? See, it's got like a texture. It's like puckered in there. It's so cool. And it's my red. It's like that real warm red and white gingham. For a little bit, I thought I would make this the Deer and Doe Lilas, but I have got a cashmere Upton that is in a large profile red and white gingham. And I just feel like two fit and flare red and white gingham dresses is maybe one too many. So maybe this needs to be a different style dress. I still want this to be a dress, but maybe a different style of dress. Maybe something a little bit more flowy. I don't know. I just think that fabric is just so cool. I think it's a rayon. I don't know, I'll have to set fire to it. I can't remember now. But it definitely has some like crinkle that's in there. I've washed it, so this is all washed up. Anyway, what do you guys think I should make with this? Or is it small enough plain gingham that who cares if I have a larger profile gingham dress and a fit and flare, and maybe, you know, this looks different enough that it could be something different. What do you all think? So that is also going to be a summer dress. I have a fun video coming out for you guys on Friday where we're talking about summer dresses, so I may choose something from that as well. Okay, so that is everything that I have pulled. That's a lot of things. So we've got 4, technically 5 from the capsule. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 things. Maybe. I mean, I've got one kid gone. Not that it's not like I'm, making them breakfast and lunch and stuff and having to drive them places anymore. But, yeah. Feeling very inspired. So who is in? Who would like to join me? Even if you're working next week or this week as you're watching this, just getting in, I don't know, 30 minutes in the evenings. Who wants to do this with me? Who would like to have a staycation sewing retreat? We can do this all kind of, yeah, and then we can all talk about it in the comments about what we've made. Or you can join me over on my community, the YouTube membership, and we'll be talking about stuff over there as well. So love to see you. Okay, that is all I have for today's video. Maybe this inspires you to get some summer sewing done. You know, beat the heat a little bit and sit in your sewing room and do a little bit of sewing as well. And all this stuff is from my stash, so I've not bought anything new. Well, I mean, I guess technically this was bought not that long ago, but you get what I mean. And maybe I'll look through some of my patterns as well and see what other, like, older patterns might be inspiring to me too. So that's always a lot of fun. All right, guys, that is all I have for today. I hope you get some sewing in. I really hope that by the time you're watching this, I've already gotten a lot of sewing in. And let me know what's on your cutting table or on your sewing machine table right now. And yeah, happy sewing, everyone. Stay cool, happy sewing, and I'll see you guys again next time.